In the next few minutes, we are going to be making a QR code using Python, and we would make it dynamic such that the user can input the URL themselves. First of all, we need to set up our project folder. So I have called the project folder QR code generator. And here we need a Python file where we'll be writing the QR code generator program. And then also another folder called outputs that we would be storing the QR code into. Next, we are going to be creating a virtual environment for the project. This is an optional step, but it's recommended. And so a virtual environment would allow the versions that we would install for this project not to conflict with the existing packages in the Python environment. First of all, we need to install the package we will be using, that's QR code package, using pip install QR code. QR code package allows you to create QR code so you don't have to do the heavy lifting yourself. And also it is stated here in the documentation that there is a dependency that's needed, another package called Pillow, and we need to also install that as well. To install Pillow, we use pip install Pillow. So this is the main code for our QR code. So first of all, we have to import the package QR code. Next, we would want to let the user enter the URL themselves. So we use the input function of Python to get input from the user, the URL in this case. In order to create the QR code, we use qrcode.make, and then we pass the URL, and then we also use qrcode.save in order to save the results or the image itself to the directory we want. In this case, the output folder which we created. Then we give it a name, a file name, cadennyqr.png. When we run this, it tells us to input the URL we want to create QR code for. And so I'm going to use the landing page, the YouTube page of the Cadenny School for that. So you see, now we get the results. The QR code has been generated successfully. What if you wanted to customize this QR code? For customization, the imports remains the same. So we import QR code and also we get the URL as input from the user. We would have to create an object now, a QR code object, so we can pass or change some of the parameters. So the parameters include version, which actually controls the QR code size. Then there is error correction. So box size would control the size of each QR code module. And then the border is simply the quiet zone around the QR code. Next thing we can do is to add data to the object, and that's basically to tell Python where this QR code should take the user to when scanned. And then we pass our URL in this case. So next is we can actually customize the colors of the QR code. And so we would set the fill color to orange in this case, and then we would leave the back color as white, which is actually the default. And then as well, we have to save the QR code. And so we use image.save, we pass the URL, and that's our outputs folder, and then slash the file name. Here's a final customized QR code, and as you can see, it can be scanned and it takes us straight to the Cadenny School YouTube channel. Thank you very much for sticking around. See you again in our next episode of Python in 5 minutes.